Craig, a 4-1 victory secures a playoff place here. What are your thoughts on the game?
Mixed feelings really. The first half I don't think we actually really got going. That said, probably a couple of long throws, few threats, but I don't think Tommy's meant to save our game, but we were somewhat as normal selves, especially when they went down to 10 men. I think we went too long too soon, rather than trying to move the ball with purpose and trying to move it quicker. So I'm quite disappointed with the first half, for all honesty. A few little choice words at half time. And then obviously the second half I actually thought we played well. Even when we conceded, it probably made us react a little bit quicker in changing things. We're going to change things at half time, change the shape to put more purpose on attacking and causing them a little bit more problems. But probably the goal made us do things a little bit sooner than what we're going to, and we kicked into gear. And I think the second half, I think we caused them a lot of problems. Played the game simple, moved the ball quick, overloads down the side, put the balls in the box, and start to get on end of them inside the 18-yard box, and were clinical as well. So I think game of two halves. Like I said, I don't think it was a pretty game from us. But we've got the job done, got 3 points, and now we move on to next.
That goal by Lancaster early in the second half, do you think that was needed to go and make us kick on and get those goals that we needed?
I think we actually came out, obviously 10 minutes into the second half, I thought we actually came out really bright. We asked for the left and the right hand side centre halves to actually go in field and go and play and join in. I thought we actually started really bright, and the goal caught us off guard a little bit. But I think, like I said, it probably made us change and to go a little bit more gung-ho, get more width and pace and more natural wingers onto the pitch. I thought Luke was magnificent. Alex, wants to change things, but it kind of kick-started us into, in that we've got to move the ball and get it in better areas and more quicker rather than being so slow. And then once we did that, we caused them hell of problems and put the ball in the right areas. And like I said, we took his chances extremely well.
Obviously, we made that decision to bring Liam Jessup on and go a bit more wider with our attack. How necessary was that to go and get the crosses in the box that we needed to go and score those goals?
Yeah, I think once they dropped into a back five, it was important that we got 2v1 down the sides. We tried to do it with the 3 at the back. But like I said, I thought we did it extremely well for the first 10 minutes. But once the goal goes in, you've got to change things and try and get a reaction, try and get a spark. And obviously, having Luke pinned on one side and Liam on the other, both of them's got unbelievable pace. It causes problems. And then asking the both fullbacks to join in, and we found a lot of joy in it. We found a lot of joy with the 2v1 down the sides, and it allowed us to get balls in the box pretty quick and also flood the box. So yeah, it was a good decision at the time, and it's worked out well for us today.
And when you go a goal down, how important is it that the players on the pitch demand standards of each other and keep on going?
Yeah, I think definitely. I think we're all grown men. I think they're grown men in there, and things ain't right. Things have got to be said. But also, the same token is when people are not having good days, we've got to have our experienced guys that are picking people up and marshalling us and being positive in trying to lift us. So it works both ways. But we've got to look at ourselves as a group, look at, win together, lose together, we score together, we make mistakes together. We are all as one, we're a team, and that's it. There's no individuals, we can't have that. And as a team today in the second half, we manned up, we picked ourselves up, and we went and got the 3 points, and we did the right things in the right areas, like I said, in the right times, and managed to get plenty of goals in the second half, which got us 3 points.
And Luke Hall started from the off today. How good was he? And just whether he was in the central position or on the left as well.
He's made a huge impact. You look at the first half. He's made a great run. That's got their man sent off. I think rightly so. He's through on goal. So he's made an impact there straight away in the first half. Then the second half, obviously we shift in position and gets a goal and 2 assists, so I can't ask any more for him. And I keep saying it, is even when he hasn't been in the side over the last couple of weeks, I expect him to be disappointed, being unbelievable professional. He's a great kid, good human being, and has got bagged ability. And today he's took his chance, and fair play to him. He's got a big pat on the back from me.
And Alex Starchenko had 2 goals coming from sort of headers inside the box arriving late. How important is it that you have those midfielders that come into the box and make a difference?
Yeah, definitely. if I probably had two strikers and I see, I'm crying out for balls in the box and I see my midfielder drifting in and getting two headers in there, I'd be kind of frustrated because he's probably taking their areas up where he should score. But fair play to him. We asked for him to do that. We asked him to get in the box. We asked him to score goals. And if I've probably been critical of him in the past, it's probably in the final third, because we know the energy and the ability he's got, and he's delivering every week, and another 2 goals for him. I couldn't have been more pleased for him, and at the minute in each games, in every game so far, he's a real force and a real handful for opposition.
And now we know we're in the playoffs, so next week we've got Stockton, a team that are at the moment are in the playoff spots. Do you think that'll be a good test for us going into the playoff campaign, hopefully?
Yeah, I think for us, first target's done, and a big well done to the players in there and the group. We said, that was the first task. The first task was that. The second task is obviously clinching second place and trying to get as high as we possibly can in finishing there, and then into the playoffs. So I think it's a big credit to everyone involved to again, get into a playoff campaign, and it's a huge achievement, regardless of whatever happens and develops this season. So I think we take a step back and reflect on that, and take the positives out of that at the minute in time. But then obviously going into next week, it's the teams in the top 5, top 4, top 5. Obviously Macclesfield gone, but the tough teams, everyone can beat anyone on the day, and everyone's got strengths and weaknesses. And Stockton, we've known for obviously a few years now, and they're extremely good side, and they're in there on merit and where they are because they are a good side. So it'll be a good test for us to have a look at things, to look at how we, comparing now since we've played each other at home. But look, there's only 3 points left, in the game from that point of view, and we now have to start preparing, like I said, to look at the bigger picture and to try and finish and get that gap. I believe now 6 points today to many more points before, so we can finish as high as possible to get the probably home advantage in the playoffs.
Cheers, Craig.